There you are.
So, look.
That'll be $1.80.
Yes. How much is that in real money?
Pardon?
Well, I can't understand these dollars and cents.
Step back in time to the 1970s, an era when Love, Thy Neighbour took television screens by storm. This controversial yet wildly popular sitcom tackled issues of race and culture through humor that sparked both laughter and debate. But what happened to the beloved cast who brought this groundbreaking series to life? Over 50 years later, their journeys, both on and off screen, are filled with fascinating stories of triumph, change, and sometimes heartbreak. Join us as we delve into the lives of the stars who made Love, Thy Neighbour unforgettable. How have they aged? Where are they now? And what legacies have they left behind in the world of entertainment? Get ready for an emotional and nostalgic trip through time. Jack Smethurst, born on April 9, 1932, in Collyhurst, Manchester, England, was 40 years old when he took on the role of Eddie Booth in the controversial yet widely watched sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1972. His portrayal of the working class, opinionated, and often bigoted Eddie brought both humor and social commentary to British television during a time of cultural and racial change. Smethurst's early life in Manchester was shaped by a love for storytelling and performance, which he discovered while attending local theatre productions. After completing his education, he served in the Royal Air Force, where his comedic talents were first noticed during troupe performances. Encouraged by friends, he pursued acting, training at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA. His stage career began in regional repertory theatres before moving to London's West End. Smethurst's breakout role came with Love, Thy Neighbour, where his character Eddie Booth frequently clashed with his new black neighbour, Bill Reynolds, played by Rudolph Walker. The show explored themes of prejudice and tolerance through comedy, often using Eddie's ignorance and flawed views as a source of humor. While the show received criticism for its depiction of racial tensions, Smethurst's comedic timing and ability to humanize Eddie helped keep audiences engaged. Beyond Love, Thy Neighbour, Smethurst had a varied and successful career in both television and film. He appeared in movies such as A Kind of Loving, 1962, and Night After Night After Night, 1970, as well as popular TV series like Coronation Street and Carry On Laughing. His ability to balance comedy with more serious roles showcased his range as an actor. In his personal life, Smethurst was married to his wife, Barbara Nichols, whom he wed in 1957. The couple had 4 children and enjoyed a long, stable marriage. Smethurst was known for his down-to-earth nature and was deeply devoted to his family. He often spoke fondly of his time off camera, spending it gardening, traveling, and supporting Manchester United. Despite his professional success, Smethurst faced challenges, including the public debate surrounding the portrayal of race in Love, Thy Neighbour. However, he consistently defended the show's intentions to critique prejudice through satire. In his later years, he worked sporadically in acting, appearing in nostalgic programs and participating in interviews about his iconic role. Jack Smethurst passed away on February 16, 2022, at the age of 89. His contribution to British television remains significant, as Love, Thy Neighbour continues to spark discussions about its impact on society. Smethurst's legacy is that of a talented actor who, through humor and heart, reflected the complexities of his era. Rudolph Walker, born on September 28, 1939, in San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago, was 33 years old when he began portraying Bill Reynolds in the groundbreaking sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1972. Walker's role as Bill, the educated and composed black neighbour to Jack Smethurst's Eddie Booth, made him a trailblazer in British television and a symbol of resilience and wit in the face of prejudice. Growing up in Trinidad, Walker developed a passion for acting at a young age, participating in school plays and local performances. In 1960, he moved to England to pursue a career in acting. His early days in Britain were marked by challenges as he navigated racial discrimination in a society adjusting to post-war immigration. However, Walker's determination and talent soon led to opportunities in theatre, where he gained acclaim for his performances with the Royal Shakespeare Company and other prestigious groups. Love Thy Neighbour became Walker's breakout role, placing him at the forefront of British television at a time when racial tensions were a national conversation. His character, Bill Reynolds, represented a stark contrast to Eddie Booth. Bill was articulate, self-assured, and quick-witted, often outsmarting Eddie in their comedic battles. The show's humor frequently stemmed from Bill's ability to expose the absurdity of Eddie's bigoted views, creating a dynamic that was both entertaining and thought-provoking. While the sitcom received criticism for its handling of racial themes, Walker consistently emphasized the importance of using humor to challenge stereotypes and promote understanding. His performance not only made him a household name, but also helped pave the way for greater representation of Black actors in British media. Outside Love Thy Neighbour, Walker enjoyed a prolific career across television, film, and theatre. He appeared in popular series such as Doctor Who, The Thin Blue Line, and EastEnders, where he has played Patrick Truman since 2001, becoming one of the show's most beloved characters. His film credits include 10 Rillington Place, 1971, and King Ralph, 1991, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Walker's achievements extend beyond acting. In 2013, he founded the Rudolph Walker Foundation, which supports young talent in the arts and provides mentorship programs for aspiring actors. His contributions to entertainment and community work earned him an OBE Order of the British Empire in 2006 for services to drama. In his personal life, Walker is known for his warmth, humor, and dedication to his family and community. He has been married to his wife, Dune Alexander, since 1998, and he is a proud father and grandfather. Despite his fame, Walker remains grounded, often speaking about the importance of giving back and inspiring future generations. At 85 years old, Rudolph Walker continues to be a vibrant presence in the entertainment industry and a respected figure in British culture. His legacy is one of breaking barriers, using his craft to foster understanding and leaving an indelible mark on television history. Kate Williams, born on December 12, 1941, in London, England, was 31 years old when she took on the role of Joan Booth in the sitcom Love Thy Neighbour, 1972. As the loving yet sharp-tongued wife of Eddie Booth, played by Jack Smethurst, Williams brought humor, heart, and resilience to the character, making her an essential part of the show's dynamic. Joan Booth was a well-rounded character who often found herself mediating between Eddie's brash antics and the Reynolds family next door. Williams skillfully portrayed Joan's warmth and wit, presenting her as the voice of reason in a household often brimming with comedic tension. Joan's progressive views frequently clashed with Eddie's outdated attitudes, leading to hilarious and thought-provoking exchanges. Her camaraderie with Barbie Reynolds, Nina Baden-Semper, added another layer to the show, showcasing a strong friendship amidst the chaos of neighborly disagreements. Williams' performance in Love Thy Neighbour reflected her innate ability to balance comedy with subtle social commentary, helping to ground the show's sometimes controversial themes. Her chemistry with the rest of the cast elevated the sitcom, making Joan a relatable and endearing figure for audiences. Before Love Thy Neighbour, Williams had already begun to build a solid career in British television and film. She appeared in shows like Z-Cars, 1962, and Dixon of Dock Green, 1955, demonstrating her versatility as an actress. After Love, Thy Neighbour, she continued to grace the screen with memorable roles in series such as EastEnders, 2006 to 2010, where she played Liz Turner, and Coronation Street, 1976 to 1998, portraying multiple characters over the years. Williams also enjoyed a prolific career in film, appearing in notable projects like Quadrophenia, 1979, and Holiday on the Buses, 1973. Her ability to seamlessly shift between comedic and dramatic roles has cemented her reputation as a talented and versatile performer. Now 82 years old, Kate Williams remains an icon in British television. Though she has slowed down in recent years, she occasionally makes appearances at fan events and in retrospectives celebrating her work. Her contributions to Love, Thy Neighbour and British entertainment at large have left an indelible mark, and her portrayal of Joan Booth continues to be remembered as a shining example of charm, humor, and depth in a classic sitcom. Nina Baden-Semper, born on November 15, 1945, in Trinidad, was 27 years old when she began her role as Barbie Reynolds in the popular sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1972. Barbie, the loving and confident wife of Rudolph Walker's Bill Reynolds, became an iconic character, offering a strong and witty counterpoint to the comedic chaos surrounding her. Baden-Semper was raised in Trinidad, where her early exposure to Caribbean culture and storytelling fueled her passion for performance. She moved to England in the 1960s to pursue acting during a time when opportunities for black actors were limited. Despite the challenges, her talent and determination helped her secure roles on stage and screen. Her portrayal of Barbie Reynolds in Love, Thy Neighbour was a breakthrough moment in her career. Barbie was elegant, smart, and unapologetically bold, often standing up to Jack Smethurst's Eddie Booth and delivering sharp, witty retorts to his clumsy attempts at humor. Her character exuded grace and resilience, representing a progressive and nuanced depiction of a black woman on British television during an era when such portrayals were rare. The show, while controversial for its handling of racial themes, provided Baden-Semper with a platform to showcase her comedic timing and ability to balance humor with poignant social commentary. Barbie's interactions with her husband Bill highlighted a loving and supportive relationship, serving as a refreshing contrast to the often absurd conflicts with their neighbors, Eddie and Joan. Following Love, Thy Neighbour, Baden-Semper continued to work in television, theater, and film. Her credits include appearances in The Fosters, 1976, Desmond's, 1990, and The Bill, 1997. She also maintained a strong presence in theater, performing in productions across the UK and the Caribbean. Baden-Semper's versatility as an actress allowed her to navigate a variety of genres, from comedy to drama, earning her widespread respect in the industry. Beyond acting, Baden-Semper has been an advocate for greater diversity and representation in the arts. She has spoken about the importance of challenging stereotypes and creating opportunities for underrepresented groups in entertainment. Her efforts have inspired many young performers, particularly women of color, to pursue careers in acting. Now 79 years old, Nina Baden-Semper remains a celebrated figure in British television history. Known for her elegance, intelligence, and trailblazing work, she has left a lasting legacy both on and off the screen. She continues to engage with fans and participate in discussions about the evolving landscape of television and representation, embodying the same strength and grace that made Barbie Reynolds a beloved character. Keith Marsh, born in 1926 in Blackpool, Lancashire, England, was 46 years old when he first stepped into the role of Jacko in the groundbreaking sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1972 to 1976. Jacko, the affable, beer-loving window cleaner, became an iconic character thanks to Marsh's pitch-perfect comedic timing and his catchphrase, "I'll have half," which quickly endeared him to audiences and became a pop culture staple in 1970s Britain. Jacko was the epitome of the everyman, a character who exuded warmth and humor, even as he navigated the comedic tensions of the show's diverse and often chaotic neighborhood. As a regular at the local pub, Jacko provided a light-hearted, often whimsical perspective on the conflicts between Eddie Booth, Jack Smethurst, and Bill Reynolds, Rudolph Walker. While Eddie and Bill clashed in their ideological and personal battles, Jacko remained a voice of levity, offering moments of comic relief that softened the series' more contentious themes. Keith Marsh's portrayal of Jacko wasn't just comedic, it was nuanced. He gave the character a likable charm that resonated with viewers, making Jacko a fan favorite. Whether he was chiming in with his famous "I'll have half," or simply observing the pub's antics with a knowing smile, Marsh imbued Jacko with an authenticity that mirrored his own unpretentious roots. Prior to Love, Thy Neighbour, Keith Marsh had built a solid reputation as a versatile character actor in British television and film. His career began in the 1950s, with appearances in early TV dramas and stage productions. By the 1960s, Marsh had become a familiar face, with roles in popular shows such as Dixon of Dock Green, 1955 to 1976, and Z-Cars, 1962 to 1978. His ability to seamlessly transition between drama and comedy made him a sought-after talent. Outside of television, Marsh also appeared in several notable films, including A Kind of Loving, 1962, and Spring and Port Wine, 1970, where his knack for portraying relatable working-class characters shone through. His grounded performances reflected his Lancashire upbringing, adding an air of authenticity to every role he tackled. After the success of Love, Thy Neighbour, Marsh continued to act in television, securing roles in series such as Coronation Street, 1976 to 1988, and Last of the Summer Wine, 1973 to 2010. His longevity in the industry was a testament to his talent and versatility. Marsh had a unique ability to bring warmth and depth to even the simplest of characters, a quality that made him beloved by both audiences and his peers. Keith Marsh's career spanned more than 4 decades, leaving a lasting legacy in British entertainment. He passed away on January 28, 2013, at the age of 86, leaving behind a body of work that continues to bring joy to audiences. Tommy Godfrey, born on June 20, 1916, in Lambeth, London, England, was 56 years old when he first brought the character of Arthur to life in the beloved sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1972 to 1976. As a pub regular and an emblem of working-class Britain, Arthur represented the common man's perspective amidst the show's humorous exploration of racial tensions and neighborly feuds. With his unassuming demeanor and impeccable comic timing, Godfrey turned Arthur into a quietly significant character, whose quips often served as a counterbalance to the louder personalities around him. Arthur wasn't the loudest or most provocative character in Love, Thy Neighbour, but Tommy Godfrey's portrayal ensured he left a lasting impression. Often found nursing a pint at the local pub, Arthur became a cornerstone of the community depicted in the show. He was a steady presence, someone who could listen to Eddie Booth's, Jack Smethurst, overblown rants or Bill Reynolds's, Rudolph Walker, sharp rebuttals, and respond with a line so dryly witty that it could diffuse the tension or amplify the humor. Godfrey's ability to embody the everyday man with warmth and authenticity made Arthur relatable to audiences and brought depth to the series' ensemble cast. Tommy Godfrey was already a well-established face in British entertainment before Love Thy Neighbour, with a career that spanned multiple decades and mediums. He had an exceptional ability to inhabit characters that felt both real and entertaining, which made him a favorite for supporting roles that required depth without overshadowing the leads. His extensive television credits included appearances in classic British comedies such as Steptoe and Son, 1962 to 1974, and Bless This House, 1971 to 1976, where he consistently demonstrated his talent for blending humor with pathos. Beyond television, Godfrey also made notable contributions to British cinema. He appeared in The Italian Job, 1969, playing a pub landlord with his trademark charm, and A Bridge Too Far, 1977, where he brought a touch of humanity to a small but memorable role in the war epic. His presence in these films, even in minor roles, was always impactful, a testament to his skill as a character actor. Despite his success, Godfrey remained deeply connected to his roots, often bringing elements of his own working-class background into his performances. This authenticity made him a beloved figure, not just among audiences, but also within the industry. His colleagues frequently praised his professionalism and ability to elevate every scene he was in, no matter how small the part. Tommy Godfrey continued to work steadily throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, appearing in popular shows such as Mind Your Language, 1977 to 1986, and Doctor Who, 1983. One of his final roles was in Only Fools and Horses, 1983, further cementing his legacy as a key figure in British comedy. Sadly, Tommy Godfrey passed away on June 24, 1984, just days after celebrating his 68th birthday. His death marked the end of an era for fans of classic British sitcoms, but his work continues to be celebrated. Harry Littlewood, born on May 23, 1921, in Sheffield, Yorkshire, England, was 51 years old when he portrayed the foreman in the iconic British sitcom Love Thy Neighbour, 1972 to 1976. Known for his straightforward, unassuming nature, Littlewood's portrayal of the foreman added a subtle yet impactful layer to the series, making him a key part of the show's fabric, even if his role was often in the background. The character of the foreman, seen primarily in a few episodes of Love Thy Neighbour, was a no-nonsense authority figure on the construction site where Bill Reynolds, Rudolph Walker, worked. As an embodiment of working-class stoicism and practical wisdom, the foreman stood out not for outlandish humor, but for his grounded, everyday approach to life and work. Harry Littlewood's portrayal was one of simplicity and directness, perfectly fitting the show's depiction of life in the working-class suburbs. His character often served as the voice of reason, contrasting the more flamboyant personalities around him. Littlewood's career spanned several decades in the British entertainment industry, and while he may not have had the major leading roles, his presence was unmistakable in British television and film. He worked with notable actors and directors of his time and made appearances in numerous series throughout the 1960s and 1970s. Some of his other television credits include roles in Z-Cars, 1962 to 1978, and Coronation Street, 1960 to present, where his performances were often those of a solid supporting player, someone who grounded the more central characters. Before becoming a familiar face on television, Littlewood had worked extensively on the stage. His background in theater allowed him to bring an added level of gravitas and authenticity to his screen roles. With his distinctive, deep voice and weathered features, Littlewood easily slipped into roles that demanded experience and authority, even if they were smaller or one-off characters. Despite his lack of an extensive or highly publicized career, Littlewood's contributions to Love Thy Neighbour and his other television roles made him a beloved character actor. His characters were often the ones who, though they might not have been the focus of the plot, subtly influenced the story's outcome with their practical wisdom or down-to-earth humor. Harry Littlewood continued working in British television and film until his retirement, maintaining a strong and steady presence in the industry. He passed away on December 26, 2003, at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy of solid, dependable performances that contributed to some of the most cherished television shows of the era. His portrayal of the foreman in Love, Thy Neighbour is still fondly remembered, a testament to his skill at bringing life and authenticity to even the most understated roles. Paul Lutey, born on May 4, 1932 in Leeds, Yorkshire, England, was 41 years old when he took on the role of Nobby Garside in the hit sitcom Love, Thy Neighbour, 1973 to 1976. Nobby, the burly, rough-around-the-edges character, became a memorable addition to the series, bringing a no-nonsense humor that perfectly complemented the show's mix of satire and situational comedy. Nobby Garside, the straight-talking landlord of the local pub, was a character who symbolized the working-class backbone of the fictional community in Love, Thy Neighbour. Paul Lutey infused Nobby with a grounded, everyman quality that added authenticity to the series. Whether he was pulling pints behind the bar or dispensing his blunt, often hilariously unfiltered opinions on the antics of Eddie Booth, Jack Smethurst, and Bill Reynolds, Rudolph Walker, Nobby brought a sense of balance and a hearty laugh to the show's sometimes contentious atmosphere. Lutey's portrayal of Nobby was notable for its understated comedic brilliance. He didn't rely on flashy one-liners or exaggerated gestures to capture attention. Instead, his performance thrived on a dry wit and impeccable timing. As the pub served as a frequent meeting place for the neighborhood's characters, Nobby became a central figure, a kind of referee in the social dynamics between Eddie, Bill, and their respective families. While the series explored sensitive themes of race and class, Nobby remained an unfazed constant, offering levity with his gruff humor and occasional pearls of Yorkshire wisdom. Before Love, Thy Neighbour, Paul Lutey had already established himself as a reliable character actor in British television and film. His career began in the 1960s, with guest appearances in popular series such as The Avengers, 1961 to 1969, and Z-Cars, 1962 to 1978. Known for his stocky build and commanding presence, Lutey often played tough, working-class characters who reflected his Yorkshire roots. His roles were often infused with an authenticity that made him a favorite for directors casting no-nonsense authority figures or blue-collar types. Beyond television, Lutey also appeared in several films, including Carry On Girls, 1973, and The Boys in Blue, 1982, showcasing his versatility as both a dramatic and comedic actor. He brought a quiet strength to every role, making even minor characters unforgettable. After his time on Love, Thy Neighbour, Paul Lutey continued to work in television, securing roles in series such as Coronation Street, 1960 to present, and Last of the Summer Wine, 1973 to 2010. He remained a cherished figure in British entertainment, known for his dedication to his craft and his ability to elevate any scene he was in. Paul Lutey passed away on January 10, 1985, at the age of 52, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. And that's the incredible journey of the Love, Thy Neighbour cast. From their iconic roles to where life has taken them today, their legacy lives on in the hearts of fans. Which story stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on your favorite classics. See you in the next video.